43%. That is the number that stopped me cold. 43% of Americans say they are willing to pay a premium for sustainable products. Yet when you look at the cleaning aisle in a typical grocery store, it is a sea of single-use plastic. Massive jugs of water, shipped halfway across the country just to be sprayed on a kitchen counter and thrown away. But here's the secret that a few quiet entrepreneurs have figured out. They aren't trying to outmarket Clorox or Windex. They are playing an entirely different game. They are selling peace of mind in a cardboard box. And they are doing it on a recurring subscription model that produces some of the most stable, predictable cash flow in modern commerce. You probably know someone who has one of these subscriptions. Maybe it's a box of concentrated laundry pods that arrives every 3 months. Maybe it's a glass spray bottle that they refill with tiny dissolving tablets. They never think about buying cleaning supplies anymore. It just happens automatically. And that automatic behavior is the foundation of a business model that is quietly minting millionaires. Today, we are going to dive deep into the hidden economics of the eco-friendly cleaning subscription box. We will break down exactly how it works, the startup costs, the margins, the logistics of fulfillment, and why this boring, unglamorous model is outperforming flashy tech startups in profitability. Let's start with a fundamental problem with traditional cleaning products. When you buy a bottle of surface cleaner at the store, you're mostly buying water. Up to 90% of the product inside that plastic bottle is just H2O. You are paying to package water in plastic, load it onto a diesel truck, and ship it thousands of miles. The logistics are incredibly inefficient, and the carbon footprint is massive. The eco-friendly subscription model flips this entirely on its head. Instead of shipping water, you ship the active ingredients, the concentrate. Imagine a tablet the size of a quarter. That tablet contains all the surfactants, enzymes, and cleaning agents needed to make a full bottle of all-purpose cleaner. The customer provides their own water at home, using a reusable glass or aluminum bottle. By removing the water from the equation, you reduce the shipping weight by over 90%. A typical bottle of cleaner might weigh 2 pounds and cost $5 to ship. A cardboard envelope containing a year's supply of cleaning tablets weighs a few ounces and can be mailed for the price of a standard postage stamp. That massive reduction in shipping costs is the first pillar of the eco-friendly subscription economic model. But the real magic of this business isn't just the shipping efficiency, it's the subscription revenue. Traditional cleaning brands rely on impulse purchases and brand loyalty at the grocery store. They spend millions on advertising, hoping that when you run out of dish soap, you'll reach for their brightly colored bottle instead of the competitors. The subscription model bypasses the retail shelf entirely. It locks the customer in. Consider the customer acquisition cost, or CAC. In the early days, you might spend $20 on Facebook or Instagram ads to acquire a customer who buys a starter kit for $30. That leaves you with a very thin margin on the first purchase. But cleaning is a consumable necessity. People never stop cleaning their homes. If your product works well and the subscription management is seamless, that customer will stay with you for years. Over a 24-month period, that single customer might spend $200 on refill shipments. The lifetime value, or LTV, dwarfs the initial acquisition cost. And because the refills are incredibly cheap to manufacture and ship, the gross margins on those subsequent orders can reach 70 to 80%. Let's look at the startup costs to launch a business like this. Unlike a tech startup that requires millions in venture capital to hire software engineers, an eco-friendly cleaning brand can be bootstrapped for under $10,000. You don't need to invent a new chemical formula. You can work with established contract manufacturers, often called white label or private label manufacturers, who already have eco-friendly, non-toxic formulations ready to go. You select the formula, design your brand's packaging, and place a minimum order quantity, or MOQ. A typical MOQ for custom cleaning tablets or concentrated pods might be a few thousand units, costing roughly $3,000 to $5,000. The rest of your initial capital goes into branding, a high-quality Shopify website, and initial marketing tests. The barrier to entry is remarkably low, which is both a blessing and a curse. It means you can start easily, but it also means anyone else can. So how do you stand out? This is where we need to look at the real-world experiences of entrepreneurs building in this space. If you go on the small business and sweaty startup forums on Reddit, you'll see a common theme. Operators who focus purely on the environmental angle often struggle to scale. Green branding is a nice differentiator, but it's not a magic bullet. The businesses that actually survive and reach that $10,000 a month profit mark do so by selling convenience and safety first. People buy these subscriptions because they don't want to carry heavy jugs from the store and they want to feel safe using the products around their kids and pets. The eco-friendly aspect is the justification for the premium price, but the convenience is what keeps them subscribed. A recurring piece of advice from successful founders is to overinvest in the unboxing experience of the initial starter kit. The glass bottles need to feel heavy and premium. The cardboard packaging needs to be elegant and entirely recyclable. That first physical interaction sets the tone for the entire relationship. If the starter kit feels cheap, they will cancel the subscription immediately. Now, let's talk about the operational reality of running this business day to day. In the beginning, you will be packing boxes in your garage or living room. You will be printing shipping labels, folding cardboard mailers, and driving to the post office. This is the unglamorous reality of physical product businesses. As you scale past a few hundred subscribers, this manual fulfillment becomes a bottleneck. The next step is moving to a third-party logistics provider, or 3PL. A 3PL will store your inventory in their warehouse and automatically pick, pack, and ship orders as they come in through your Shopify store. They charge a fee for storage and a fee for each order fulfilled. This eats into your margins, typically costing between $2 and $4 per order, but it frees up your time to focus on marketing, product development, and customer retention. The math must be carefully managed. If your average order value for a refill shipment is too low, say under $15, the 3PL fees and shipping costs will destroy your profitability. This is why many successful subscription boxes enforce a minimum order value or only ship refills every 3 to 6 months in larger bundles. One of the biggest hidden traps in this business model is churn. Churn is the percentage of subscribers who cancel their subscription each month. If your churn rate is higher than your new customer acquisition rate, your business is slowly dying. In the cleaning product space, churn often happens not because the product is bad, but because customers accumulate too much product. They might not clean as often as your default subscription frequency assumes. If a customer receives a new box of laundry pods while they still have half a box left from the previous shipment, they will feel overwhelmed and cancel. The solution is flexibility. The most profitable subscription brands allow customers to easily pause, delay, or modify their shipments via a simple SMS text or user-friendly online portal. By making it incredibly easy to delay a shipment, you prevent the hard cancellation. You maintain the relationship even if the revenue is deferred. This requires sophisticated subscription management software like Recharge or Skio, which integrates with your e-commerce platform. Let's break down a hypothetical profit and loss scenario for a mature, eco-friendly cleaning subscription business. Imagine you have built up a base of 2,000 active subscribers. The average subscriber spends every 3 months on a customized bundle of surface cleaner tablets, laundry pods, and dishwasher tablets. That's per month per subscriber, generating $1,000 in monthly gross revenue. The cost of goods sold, which includes the manufacturing of the tablets and the packaging, might run 20%, or $1,000. Shipping and fulfillment through a 3PL might consume another 15%, or $2,000. Merchant processing fees and software subscriptions take 5%, or $000. That leaves you with a gross margin of 60%, or $1,000. From that $1,000, you have to deduct your customer acquisition costs to replace the subscribers who churned, as well as any fixed costs like liability insurance and marketing agency retainers. If your marketing is dialed in, you could be taking home $1,000 to $7 in pure net profit every single month, working largely autonomously once the systems are built. And because the revenue is recurring, the business has significant enterprise value. If you decide to sell the company, subscription e-commerce businesses often trade at multiples of 2 to 4 times annual revenue, meaning that a $100 business could be sold for $500,000 or more. But we have to look at the downsides. This is not a passive income scheme. The logistics can be brutal. Supply chain disruptions can wipe out your inventory. A bad batch of product from your manufacturer can lead to thousands of angry customer emails and chargebacks. You are competing against massive conglomerates like Procter & Gamble and Unilever, who are slowly waking up to the eco-friendly trend and launching their own concentrated products. They have billions in marketing budget and existing relationships with every major retailer. To survive against the giants, you cannot compete on price. You have to compete on brand, community, and the purity of your mission. You have to build a brand that people want to identify with. The most successful independent brands in this space feel more like lifestyle companies than chemical manufacturers. They use their email newsletters not just to sell products, but to educate their customers about sustainability, reducing plastic waste, and detoxifying their homes. So, is the eco-friendly cleaning subscription box a good business idea? Yes, if you understand that you're essentially building a logistics and marketing machine. The product itself is almost secondary. The formula for success is a high-margin, low-weight consumable paired with a frictionless subscription experience and a brand story that makes people feel good about where they spend their money. It is a slow, methodical grind to acquire customers one by one, but once the flywheel starts turning, the recurring revenue creates a moat that is very difficult to breach. The next time you see an ad for a tiny glass bottle and a fizzy cleaning tablet, don't just scroll past. Look at the mechanics of the offer. Look at how they structure the starter kit pricing versus the refill pricing. Look at how they handle objections about efficacy. There is a masterclass in modern e-commerce happening right in front of you. built on the simple realization that shipping water is a bad business and shipping convenience is a great one.